Hi lads. How are you getting on? So my name is Áine. I attended Sean Keha before Christmas, and my best friend Claire here, she was one of the speakers that night, and I was just so inspired. I was like, this is class. Everyone coming up, saying, sharing their innermost thoughts and being so vulnerable in front of, essentially, I would say, a room full of strangers, but I know probably half of you in here. So I was really inspired to do this tonight, so thank you, Claire. So this event came into our group chat a few weeks ago, and the title was Love for Laois. And actually, sorry, as I was doing this, because I got drafted into this on Monday, and it said, I love of Port Laois, and I said, wait a second, I'm a proud Kilnard woman. So, I mean, it is anti-town sentiment, but no person from outside the town can say they like the town. That's the rule, I don't make it. So this title really spoke to me, and I mean, I feel like I went through, similar to a lot of the speakers here tonight, I have very similar sentiments, so I'll probably be crediting a lot of your thoughts here. But when I was in college in Dublin, I felt like I became very protective and defensive about Laois, and I was always known as, oh, that's Áine from Laois, or that's Áine who loves Laois. My name was never without Laois. I fucking love Laois. Honestly. So I said, if there's one Shanachie I'm doing, it's this one. So that's why I'm here tonight. And so some people say some things are like a red rag to a bull to them. My red rag on a night out in college was someone saying, is Laois even a county? Or where is Laois? That absolutely drove me mad. And it probably drove me to formulate, which we'll revisit, but I formulated a list of top 10 fun facts about Laois that I would recite every single night out in defence of Laois. So you all will be hearing that tonight. So I'll speak about three things. I'll speak firstly about the GA and Laois, because that is my main love. I'll speak about my ideal day in Laois, and I'll also speak about my top 10 facts. And I hope they live up to what I've kind of said about them. But in regard to the GA, I think this is why I love Laois. So I've played for Laois since I was 12 years old, and probably it's my proudest moment, to be honest, is to be able to wear the Laois jersey, playing football for Laois. And the GA generally is such a huge part in my life. And there's probably two memories that I focus on when I think of the GA and Laois. And they're not to do with my playing career, but they're to do with the song Lovely Laois, playing in a stadium, be it in Moore Park or in Crow Park. So the first one was Laois were playing Dublin in 2019 in Moore Park in the Senior Hurling Championship. I don't know if anyone remembers that game. Woo! What a game! And it was serious, like, it was unreal. We bet the Dubs, basically. And it was, any day you beat the Dubs is a good day. And I'll never forget when the final whistle blew. Like, it was unbelievable. Lovely Laois was echoing around the stadium, the song, and the Dublin fans were filing out, absolutely raging. They thought they were going to come down and get an easy win, but they had to go back up the road, and they were extremely disappointed. So I'll never forget that day. And the second day I have is Laois ladies winning the All-Ireland Intermediate Final in 2022. A great day. So I was working for TG Carr, because it's Gael Gourmet, Hup the Gaelga, as an analyst that day. And I remember absolutely legging it out of the comms box to get down to the presentation of the trophy, because a fellow clubswoman was there, Amy Kelly, and she was accepting the trophy on that day. And again, lovely Laois was playing. And lads, that song is serious for the emotion because the tears were coming out and it's involuntary. So yeah, the GA, lovely Laois, and a win for Laois is always a good day in my book. So. To segue on to my ideal day in Laois. So, and none of these are sponsored, okay, guys? So just so we wake up, we're looking for a coffee. Where do you go? Okay, so I'm going to have to say Grounds Coffee, Portarlington is a serious coffee place. Drive through, unreal. It's at the foot of Odlum's factory. See, I feel like a lot of you don't know North Laois here, lads. Fuel Coffee, Port Laois, also a good spot. And Mueller and O'Connell, Abbey Leaks. Great goal. So, there you go. So, they're my 3 top coffee spots, along with, yes. So lads, we're feeling a bit peckish after the coffee, so we head on down to the Bog Walk in Abbey Leaks, and Polly's is there, so that's great. And you get a fairly good sausage roll from Polly's. One would arguably say the best sausage roll in Ireland. But Niall, my partner here, who's Niall Brennan, he says, "Oh, you can't say that. It's not the best one in Ireland." I said, "To me, it is." So there's some debate about that. But a very serious sausage roll from Polly's. And when I say to my non-Laois friends about, say, the bog, so the Bog Walk, I'd say is unreal. They're like, "God, the bog. Oh right, I'm right, the bog." And I got engaged in the bog, lads. But they're like, "Oh, how did you do it? How did you do it?" The bog. And me, really proud saying this, and they just don't understand. They don't understand how scenic the bog can be. There's lakes in the bog. It's very good for biodiversity. They don't understand. So yes, the bog's great. Do the bog walk in Abbey Leaks, fab. And then you're probably you want to go for a little dip. So I'd say the cat hole's then in a good spot to go for a little dip. And apparently now, lads, they have a sauna outside the cat hole. It's unreal. So go there and then go for a pint in the Dead Man's Ballyfion. And then this is my favourite thing now to do. So Ballybuggy, anyone from Ballybuggy, Rathdowney here? No. Where South Laois is really not represented, but so there is a St. Bridget stone in a random field in Ballybuggy, and the St. Bridget stones, if you put your head gently into the St. Bridget stone, apparently it will cure you of all headaches that you will ever get in your life. So when me and Niall were very bored during lockdown, we had this Google Maps up and we went to this random field in Ballybuggy outside Rathdowney to find the St. Bridget stones. So that's where I'd go if you wanted to cure your headaches after your pint. And then on the way back, call into the plaza, get a quick snack box, and then head to Port Laois for your evening entertainment. And lads, where would you be going other than Ramsbottoms? Right? Because on the first Thursday of every month, we have Laois traditional singers. Now, Laois traditional singers, not Laois traditional swingers, okay? So Laois traditional singers, Niall set it up there last year. And so it's unreal. Very similar vibes to what we have here tonight. Everyone can share their songs unaccompanied. Cúpla Auron agus Sean ar fad. So also plug. This is shameless plug for you now. Sorry. And also Laois Tradfest is on this weekend, and we're also there in Ramsbottoms at 4:00. Okay. So then look, you're ending your night like any good Laois person. You're ending your night up Top Square, Mezza Pizza, taxi home, job done. On to my 10 fun facts about Laois. And again, lads, I use that term extremely loosely. Fun, okay? So, first one is Claire Byrne of RTE fame. Yes. Which, lads, she went to the Brigidine in Mount Rath, by the way. So, of the Brigidines, I know there's a few Brigidine heads here. But randomly as well, when I was doing my research, Evelyn Cusack and Eileen Dunn are from Laois. So lads, we've a good, strong, kind of genetic pool, gene pool with the whole journalism. So yeah. Second one, we're double landlocked. Look, it's something that we have to say. Laois is the only one that doesn't touch the county that touches the sea. It's just ingrained in us from an early age. It's programmed into us. It is a serious, solid, fun fact. 3, Kim K and Kanye, we have to say that. Storm Cinema, like, unbelievable. 4, this is my favourite one. Okay, Super Vet. Okay, Noel Fitzpatrick. He is from Laois. I'm sorry, credit to Claire Holland for this.
Oh no.
Like, this is so good. I feel like you don't know this fun fact, so it's so exciting for me. So, Toxic by Britney Spears was inspired by Noel Fitzpatrick. Yeah. So he apparently was going out with the writer of that song. So yeah. I'd love to know the background story behind that. It's class. Okay, so first shots of the 1916 Rising happened outside Colt. Now, they were warning shots, but that won't take away from the fact that we're claiming them. Okay? Fionn McCool was from Ballyfionn, Ballyfin. There you go. The carpets of the Titanic were made in Appliques. Electric picnics in Laois, that I always add that in for good measure. Okay, see, we're on number 9 now. But to be honest, lads, I only ever get to 8 on a night out, and everyone just forgets about it or just doesn't count. So that's all I have. When I was writing it, I was like, that's it. So that's my last fun fact. So lads, I'll finish on a verse of a song about pride of place. I don't know why I'm doing that. Pride, very Mary Black of me. About pride of place. So this is a song by a man called Percy French, and he wrote a song about Ballyjamesduff, which is a place in Cavan, I believe. So I'm going to take the last verse and I adapt it to Laois. So, okay, I'm going to get myself back. My mother once told me that when I was born, the day that I first saw the light, I looked down on that street on that very first morn and gave a great crow of delight. Now most newborn babies are born in a huff and start with a sorrowful squall. But I knew I was born in the county of Laois, and that's why I smiled on them all. Sweet are the dreams of the Doodine I puff, of whisperings over the sea. Come back, Paddy Riley, to the county of Laois. Come home, Paddy Riley, to me.